Hi F1A, hi F1S, welcome to Maths. Let's go check our learning intention and success criteria. We are learning that mathematicians can use count on to find out how many altogether. Our success criteria is, I can use count on to find out how many altogether. So our focus in maths for the rest of the week is on addition. Addition or adding is when you have two or more groups and you add them together. You want to know how many you have all together. So imagine that Teto, oh, there he is, went to the shops, and at the shops Teto bought 3 loaves of bread. That's quite a lot of bread, Teto. I like bread. Well, so do I. I also went to the shops and I bought 2 loaves of bread. Now when we got home, we wanted to know how many loaves of bread we had all together because we wanted to share it with our friends. So Teto had 3 and I had 2. We need to use addition to figure out how many altogether. So here's Teto's 3, here's my 2. Can you use count all now to figure out how many altogether? Can you count my fingers? 5. Good job. There were 5 loaves of bread all together. That was adding. We learnt about the strategy count all last week in maths. Count all is one way to figure out how many there are altogether. Another strategy that we're going to learn about is called count on. Count on is a bit faster than count all. So if you think you've mastered count all already, you know how to do it, you're an expert in using count all, then today it's your turn to have a go at practicing to use count on. So this is how you use count on. What you do is firstly, you figure out which group has the larger number of objects. Start with the bigger number. So if I've got 2 groups, over here I've got 6 cherries, and over here I've got 2 cherries, I would start with the 6 cherries. Okay, so I figured out which group is bigger, the 6 cherries, and then I count on. I already know there are 6. I don't have to count them again. I know there are 2 more over here. So I would go 6, 7, 8. 8 cherries all together. So rather than counting all of the objects, we are counting on from the bigger number. I'll show you now how I do it. So here are my teddies that are going on my first teddy bear picnic. I've got this green family over here and this red family. This green family is bigger than this red family, so I'm going to start with this one because when we're using count on, we always start with the bigger number or the bigger collection. That way it's faster. So you can see I've got 5 teddies in the green family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know there are 5 over here. Now that I know that, all I have to do is use count on to count the rest of the teddies going to the picnic. Then I'll know how many teddies there are all together, and I'll know how many cupcakes to make for these teddies to eat. Alright, I've got 5. I don't have to count them again. I'm going to count on. What comes after 5? That's right, it's 6. So let's point to this teddy and say 6, and then 7, 8. All together, there are 8 teddies. We knew that there were 5 over here, and rather than starting from 1 and counting all, we counted on 6, 7, 8. 8 teddies all together. I'll have to make 8 cupcakes. Down here, I've drawn my teddy families. Here's my green family, and here's my red family. I'm going to write 8 over here because we found out that there were 8 altogether. If you want to, you might want to add the words and makes. So it says this family and this family makes 8. Another option for you to do is to write the numbers underneath the families. Then it will say 5 and 3 makes 8. Now it's time to give all my teddies a little cupcake. There you go. Oops, you okay? There you go. Here you go. There. Now they've all got a little cupcake to eat on their picnic. Let's make another picnic. This time I think I'm going to make some sushi. I need to know how many sushi rolls to make for the 2 families. Let's go find the 2 families now. Here are my new teddy families. I've got this family over here and this family over here. Which family has more teddies in it? Can you see? That's right, it's this one. So let's start counting from this family. I might even move them so that the blue one's on the left, because then we're counting from left to right. So my bigger family is over here and my smaller family is over here. We're going to start counting from this family because that's the bigger number, and when we're doing count on, we start with the bigger number. Can you see how many are in the blue family? Can you use your subitizing skills? Subitize means having a look at a collection and just knowing straight away how many there are. Can you see that there are 4 teddies in this collection? Well done. So there are 4 here, and let's use count on to figure out how many are all together going to our picnic. So we know there's 4. What comes after 4? That's right, 5. 5, 6, 7. There's 7 teddies all together. On my whiteboard, I've drawn my 2 families. Here's my blue family, and here's my red family. We figured out that all together in this collection, at the picnic, there were 7 teddies all together, and I'll have to make 7 rolls of sushi. If you want to, you can add those words and makes, and you could also add how many in each family. 4 and 3 makes 7. So let's go on our picnic, everyone. Sitting on the rug. There you go. In the little circle. And here is your sushi. There's yours. There you go. What great manners. Well done. Yep. And here. And there you go. Enjoy your sushi. So now it's your turn to take your toys on a picnic together. Create 2 families of your toys and then draw them in your book. Figure out which family has more toys in it and then use Count On to keep counting all of the toys at the picnic, and you'll figure out how many there are altogether. After you've figured out how many there are altogether, write that number next to your drawing of your toys in your book. Remember, if you'd like to re-watch me using Count On, you can go backwards in the video and re-watch it. If you'd like to, you can do it a couple of times to really improve your knowledge and your skills in using Count On for addition. Have a great day, F1A and F1S. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!